After the choking smells of the catacombs, the fetter is a welcome relief. Sure, the stink is still there, but at least you're in the open sky. Time to press on. You have a mountain to get to. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orn. We're back at it, heading into the fetter. Looking to actually take a run at the Harvest Child this time. We're looking for a noxious trinket, ideally. Is it kitchen knives that's noxious? I mean, either way, there's a lot of good options. That's an oasis, and that's a field hospital. We can get both. Nice. All right. We are definitely going after the lair here, and I will customize combat items right before doing that, because I think we want to be... Oh, thank you. There's flapjacks triggering.
Their noble struggle, and be humbled by it.
Combat items? I think it's just combat items. Yeah, we don't need to rob them, so it's probably just combat items. Caltrops, that's not gonna... Well, they can stay for now, but we're not gonna keep those long term.
Is your coat prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
Now, this formation does have a fair bit of movement, so I feel pretty comfortable going after the Harvest Child. The big question is going to be, can we get the Man-at-Arms to lock his position in? This fight, of course, is not going to be super interesting.
Malaise, measured.
Given that we are just going to beat these things down.
On to the next.
So it's probably like an early flèche or something to hit the Harvest Child. Maybe that's the way we do it. Just as a reliable way to get that early hold the line off. Stun? Ow, missed the stun. We tried though. Oh, nice. Him not getting to howl is pretty good for us.
And wanes.
And we end the fight handily.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Alrighty, so let's do a quick combat item police here. You are going to be running Otherworldly Fragment. I'd love that extra blight damage dealt. And we can throw one, so that feels pretty good. Cat food is currently providing... is not providing a heal, but it is providing positive food gears and resistances. That all feels pretty good. Is that good enough, though? We're definitely bringing those adrenaline tonics, and I think we bring the pustule salves here. Is the cat food... I don't think the cat food is good enough here. I think the holy water comes along instead. It's a nice panic button if you get a good initiative roll but have a bad debuff resistance, and have like a character that's moving badly out of position. You can stop it.
At
least that's the hope.
Inside will not fall easily.
This whole off guard thing is, I believe the technical term is suboptimal. Try to down as many of these goats as we can here. Well, the answer is we get none of them because we min-rolled our damage and missed everything. Jeez. One goat down.
Early results are encouraging.
2 goats down. Try to get some blinds. We'll try to do something kind of responsible here. Nice. And we got paid for it. She's healing for quite a lot, but man, does our Plague Doctor hit for a lot. It's pretty easy for our Plague Doctor to overwhelm a regen effect. But not if she keeps eating the damn corpses. That's enough out of you.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Alright, good first start here. We almost never run after one, unless we're just flat out don't want to be at the lair. Hastened enemies, you say? Again, suboptimal. Okay. Probably a bit of a waste using our all of our block tokens there, but I don't want the goat to get another turn. It's basically the reasoning there. We'll get rid of that corpse so we don't have to deal with him eating it. And there's a decent chance he uses tongue lashing, which it doesn't is effectively a skip a turn because we're killing this guy anyway. Well, I was gonna say we might be able to, like, race this guy before he eats the corpse, but not if we're gonna hit like that. Oh, maybe we can. Sadly not. But we do get him on the riposte. Yep, Curing Cuppa. Exactly what we want. And Ghastly Gruel, and Harvest Bounty. Yeah, this is a who's who of stuff we want. Alright, Harvest Child.
Born to a corpulent, half-eaten mother, the child is a ravenous avatar of degeneracy.
Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and get an absolute assload of... I'm actually going to get really greedy and get rid of that daze early here. Alright, double resist is pretty good. Alright. The Man-at-Arms failing is definitely suboptimal. But, you know.
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
But not a huge deal. I mean, we've already blown off, what is that, 25, 45 of its HP? Just off the front end here, and it's gonna get higher. I guess I should have thrown the otherworldly fragment there, probably.
Excellent.
We'll just take our free damage hit there. That was a fairly pitiful Maws of Life. Not a big deal. Now, depending on who wins initiative here... Nice, the Duelist won initiative. That actually feels like a waste now. The Otherworldly Fragment just feels like a waste. Because now we get to Fleche, which keeps the Highwayman from doing anything stupid. Which, yep, that doesn't even matter. Yeah, this was a commanding victory. Very easy. Swift Retaliation, just having the damage output to make that quite easy. So Kieran Kappa goes in here. That frees up that slot, but we'll probably throw that Otherworldly Fragment at something. Ghastly Gruel strongly overrates Bouncer's Belt for me. Don't need Clotting Cruer. We'll keep the Dark Impulse for now. I don't think Compress Kit's coming in, but we will keep Iron Banded Wheels. Specifically because it's a better road gear than the Fetter Book. Also, something that will come up later in my duo runs with Rowan, but I really like one of the changes in the beta patch right now, which is that they changed how the armors work, so it's now not, you have to have all three. You have to have, like, maximum to get the bonus. Instead, you can get mixed treasure. I don't need food. I don't really want to rob them. Let's do this. Instead, like, it'll be a scaling thing where if you have 3, you get 100% of the bonus. If you have 1, you get a third of the bonus, which is, you know, pretty good on its own. But then the follow-on to that, as we try to make some room in our wagon here, but the follow-on to that is if you have Iron Banded Wheels, there's no bonus for like 5. Instead, it's just like wheel 4 and 5 don't count for anything. Like they're basically freebies, which feels a lot better in terms of like making sure that you don't feel like you got robbed by losing a wheel randomly.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Also, Alchemist Plague Doctor fully online. I need to enjoy it while I can, because I've started, you know, in the duo runs we play with the Plague Doctor, who's had a bunch of changes, and one of the big changes is that Alchemist is getting, not nerfed, because it still does some pretty cool and powerful stuff, but it's no longer just, like, better Plague Doctor, if that makes sense.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
Easy enough. So we're going to enjoy Alchemist while it lasts before it gets changed. The real cool thing about the new Alchemist is
this work is
it still does a ton of dot damage, but now it has a bunch of like scaling where it's like it deals blight. But if they have bleed, you get this bonus. If they have burn, you get this bonus, which feels very very good. Like that feels like a kind of substantial benefit to have. Jeez, these guys just want to rob and steal. You know what? Fine. We'll take the relics this time. We'll rob these people for some money. Because I do have the chance to hit a field hospital, which I will be doing. So I'm just going to keep trying to make room here. Another assistance encounter. Which is how we get to the Oasis. So that's what we're going to do. Wind Chime coming in clutch. All right, and that's officially more griddle cakes than we need.
To the succulent flavor. that grows up from some nightmare pit far beneath the earth.
Many relics, scouting. Well, alright. Jeez. Really messing up our relationships here, but we're like getting rich, which is not a bad thing.
Brace up. There's danger on this path.
Meow. We're not using that. Probably won't need those. Probably won't need those. Definitely don't need those.
Refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
I mean, every time it's take the combat items. They're just better. Better than the alternative. Definitely don't need that many griddle cakes. Holy cow. We're gonna get rid of that whittling tools as well. Wow, everybody wants to go to the assistance encounter. Too bad.
We venture blindly forth, at the mercy of the road.
Sorry, Annette. Sorry, Miles.
danger.
But we're definitely going to get that. And oh, by the way, I forgot to say earlier, Miles,
The loathing
thank you
festers.
for recommending this formation as my next run. Hope you're enjoying it, leading the team, and I hope you're enjoying being a breacher man-at-arms, which is definitely not a bad
Perhaps I
option
left
for
this
us.
for you. Perhaps
We
you
get a
left
bunch of
it for
stuff.
yourself.
Blueprint tubes can get out.
Perhaps it is not here at all.
Strongbox can go because we're just going to spend our money. Steel regen. If relics greater than 50, minus 10% crit. So that's a decent... We do have a serrated item, so we are doing stuff with Fishmonger's gloves right now. But that doesn't really feel super exciting. Neither does Hint of Home, though. We'll slot this in. Don't need that. Don't really feel like we need playing cards. God, we're just loaded down with stuff. We're still over cucumbered. Well, that's because we're spending all of our... Just gonna make a bunch of room in our wagon here. This costs us a wheel, which is somewhat unfortunate, but meow. Yes, kitty cat. I know you don't like. I know you don't like going over rough terrain. I get it. But then we get a stress heal, which is nice. Alrighty. First of all, pharmacy. What do we got? 2 healing salves. Not good enough. I don't think. More and pestle. Tempting, but I think we live. In fact,
Strength
Breacher
comes
Man
in
at Arms
many
is
forms.
definitely a solid lock-in. Off guard, get the hell out of my wagon. I do like Cosmic Slayer. That seems like a pretty good trade. It's not rare though, so I think we leave it be. Hemic Rot can go. Hemic Rot can go.
We can suffer no sickness on this pilgrimage.
And I think I just spend the rest of my relics here. Kind of like, because we have most of the stuff we're going to buy with relics at this point, so... One stress is not that interesting. So we could lock in a trait on Sahar. Unyielding is pretty... Actually, I think... Yeah. There we go. My experience with Annette, or Sahar, the duelist, is she gets really fragile really quick, so 10% extra death blow resistance feels worthwhile. I mean, that locks her in at 90. Oh, we lost our flame. That's fine. What up, Deacon? How you doing, bud? I ain't scared of you. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Though Frenzied Enemies is a little bit cringe. Wow. 17. Holy shit. Is this thing just dead? 23. Yeah, this thing's just dead. They're both just dead. That is insane.
A promising
Altar and
development.
Herald both just dead. Round 1.
The mind's grasp grows tenuous.
Now, granted, that was a crit otherworldly fragment with Alchemist, early experiment, and curing Kappa all triggering, so that was quite a lot. In fact, I kind of feel like we can take a turn off and bolster, because we just don't need it, like... Jeez. Yeah, this... I do understand why they have to nerf Alchemist. Or, like, change Alchemist, because it is so unbelievably strong.
Awash in turmoil.
Sir. Need you to stop messing my guy up. Corpses cleared. Sahar dancing. Clive dancing. Bolster, yes please. Round 3 win against Cultists, and truthfully it was a round, like, 1 win.
Gloom,
like, the fight was over round 1. The Deacon was going to hit us, like, once or twice, and that was it. Like, we killed everything else. Meow. Alrighty. I need to spend cat food in this fight. And I also would like to slot that in. We'll ditch Crow's Feet. We're looking for a trinket to replace Fishmonger's Gloves, because it doesn't feel like that's the play. I believe this is another Deacon fight? Yeah. Oh, it's literally the same fight. Quite literally the same fight. That is very goofy. Alright. Cool story, bro. I'm not here for you. I'm here for your supporting cast. That's the altar dead before it gets a turn. Nice stress resist. And that is that guy off by 1,
to the next.
which is fine. Big dodges across the board. We like that. Let me just touche in. And that's the Herald dead. And we go for the stun. We get the stun. Right. Reducing range damage does nothing for you. Range damage is not how I'm winning fights. Oh, and we just get the execute. Easy.
The unrelenting
Easy
application
clap.
of violence yields morbid gains.
That doesn't really do anything. Neither of those do anything. Let me restate. It's not that they do nothing. It's that they don't really do much for us. So we're just gonna leave them be. I forgot to use cat food. That's fine. Slot that in. Slot that in, I suppose. And that's another zone. We'll do our in and then take a break for the next one.
Rest tonight. Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Ugh! Double soft. That sucks. That's unpleasant. Where are we heading?
The provinces
Tangle
and
or Sprawl?
tribes of our land,
Hmm.
crumbling and undone.
We don't do Stellar against the, we don't do Stellar against Jupiter. I'm actually kind of regretting picking Instructrice here. Because I'm not really using enough of Instructrice's stuff. Particularly, like, I'm not using again. Even though I have the thing that, or I thought I had the thing for that. Or I saw it somewhere. But I probably should be an antagonist. But that's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Not a huge deal.
Planning and mindfulness.
So the Fetter
As
Book
vital
comes
to
out.
survival
The
as
Harvest Bounty
sharp and
comes
steel.
in. We go 1, 2, 3, 1.
The plating is patched.
And our wagon
The
is
coat
fixed up.
stands ready once more.
There's the Sprawl book. So we could be heading into the Sprawl. Or we could go after the Dreaming General. What's your speed right now? It is 2. But you've already got 2 really good trinkets. Like, am I really slotting in? I don't think I'm slotting in it, so maybe we do go to the Sprawl. It's more mastery points. Yeah, I guess we go to the Sprawl.
City.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
Another inferno of mutilation and
Grab the Sprawl
madness.
book, since it's basically free. Pop our wheels back out. We did waste a few baubles there, but not enough to matter. Buy 2 more cat food just to have it. Ooh, do I want Corrupting Cleaver? Do I want Corrupting Cleaver over Curing Cuppa? Probably not. Nah, I don't need Corrupting Cleaver. But Fishmonger's gloves.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Yeah, this feels better. There we go. Cool. Oh, nice. Now we can finally use those gloves. And there we go. We have enough flapjacks to get to the end here. We have a decent section of gear.
Listen, practice, improve.
Don't think we're ever using Courageous Abandon here. I do think, on the other hand, Flèche can have its upgrade. Tempted to upgrade Coup de Grace. Well, actually, I need to upgrade, like, some of these things. I need to upgrade some of his other skills. Yeah, we'll just grab all kind of our core upgrade skills that I want. And that'll do it. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. And, yeah. We'll continue with Swift Retaliation in the Sprawl.